Look up at the night sky, it looks calm, peaceful, almost empty. But far beyond what you can see, something invisible is moving through space. Something massive, something unstoppable, a black hole. And this one isn't just drifting through the universe, it's on a direct path toward Earth. We can't outrun it, we can't hide from it. And if nothing changes, our planet won't explode or burn, it will simply disappear. Swallowed by gravity so strong that not even light can escape. But what if humanity refused to accept that fate? What if, for the first time in history, we tried to do the impossible? What if we tried to destroy a black hole? Nuclear weapons, antimatter, extreme technology that doesn't even exist yet. Could any of it work? Or would trying to destroy a black hole only make things worse? Stay until the end, because the real answer is far more unsettling than total destruction. This is voventia, and this is what would happen if we tried to destroy a black hole. Our first instinct is simple. If something is dangerous, we blow it up. So humanity gathers every nuclear weapon on Earth, thousands of warheads, all launched at the black hole at the same time. The explosion releases more energy than hundreds of thousands of Hiroshima bombs combined. Normally, that much power would tear a planet apart. But here, something strange happens. There is no expanding fireball, no shockwave, no blinding flash. The light itself disappears. The black hole absorbs the explosion completely, and now it's heavier, more massive, more powerful. By attacking it, we didn't weaken it, we fed it. The black hole grows stronger and continues moving toward Earth even faster. At this point, it becomes clear. You can't defeat a black hole with brute force. Force only makes it worse. To understand why, we need to understand what a black hole really is. A black hole isn't an empty hole in space. It's an object so dense that space and time collapse around it. At its boundary lies the event horizon. Once something crosses that line, there is no return. Not even light can escape. If a human were to fall in feet first, gravity would stretch the body while crushing it at the same time. Atoms would be pulled apart. Scientists call this process spaghettification, and black holes don't stop growing. They consume stars, gas, radiation, and entire planets. They don't hunt, they don't choose, they simply obey physics, and physics shows no mercy. But black holes are not completely random. They only exist as long as certain conditions remain balanced. Their mass, their spin, their electric charge. If that balance breaks, the black hole itself could fail. So humanity looks for a smarter approach. What if we fought a black hole with another black hole? We attempt something radical. An artificial black hole made from antimatter. Antimatter is the opposite of normal matter. When matter and antimatter collide, they annihilate into pure energy. The idea is simple. Crash an antimatter black hole into the real one and let them destroy each other. The collision releases an unimaginable amount of energy. For a brief moment, it seems like it worked. But then, nothing. The energy vanishes. The antimatter black hole is gone, and the real black hole remains. Larger than before, even more dangerous. Once again, we made it stronger. At this point, a disturbing pattern emerges. Every attempt to destroy the black hole only feeds it, and the distance between it and Earth keeps shrinking. So we try a different strategy. If feeding it makes it stronger, what if we starve it? What if we prevent all matter from falling into it? But that doesn't solve the problem. Even if the black hole never consumed anything again, its original mass would still exist. It would still tear Earth apart. So we consider the opposite idea. Instead of forcing matter in, what if we force matter out? This leads to a theoretical object called a white hole. White holes are the inverse of black holes. Nothing can enter them. everything is violently expelled. In theory, throwing a white hole into a black hole could cancel them both. But there's a problem. White holes may not exist at all, and even if they do, we have no idea how to create one. That plan collapses immediately, and now desperation sets in. A final, dangerous idea emerges. What if we don't destroy the black hole now? What if we destroy it before it's born? We imagine building a time machine, opening a wormhole, traveling back millions of years to the moment before the black hole formed. Destroy the star that created it. Erase the black hole from history. In theory, it could work, but the risks are terrifying. Changing the past could erase humanity itself, or fracture causality, or collapse time altogether. Saving Earth wouldn't matter if reality itself stopped functioning, so that idea is abandoned too. And that's when the truth becomes impossible to ignore. Black holes don't fight us, they don't react, they don't resist, they simply exist. They absorb everything we throw at them without effort. Energy, matter, even our best ideas. They don't care about survival. They don't care about intention. They follow the laws of physics perfectly. And that's what makes them so terrifying. Because physics is not on our side. So is there any way to destroy a black hole? There is, but not in the way you expect. According to quantum physics, black holes slowly lose mass. Tiny particle pairs constantly form near the event horizon. One particle falls in, the other escapes. Over an incredibly long time, the black hole shrinks. This process is called Hawking radiation. It's unbelievably slow, but eventually, after trillions upon trillions of years, the black hole evaporates completely. The most powerful object in the universe destroys itself. So can we destroy a black hole? Not with weapons, not with technology, not with force. The only thing powerful enough to defeat it is time. And now, think back to the question from the beginning. Would destroying a black hole be more dangerous than letting it exist? Now you know the answer. Trying to destroy it only makes it stronger. The safest strategy is not to fight it at all. And the good news? The chance of a black hole ever reaching Earth is almost zero. But if one ever does, our best option won't be to attack. It won't be to outsmart it. It will be to run as fast as possible. Because some forces in the universe are not meant to be defeated. And if this scenario terrified you, just wait until you find out what would happen if a black hole formed inside our solar system. But that is a story for another time. If you enjoyed this kind of thought experiment, make sure to like the video. It helps the channel more than you might think. And if you want more videos exploring extreme science, cosmic threats, and impossible scenarios, subscribe to Voventia. Because some questions about the universe are too fascinating and too terrifying to ignore.